Yo, Dr. A and B. Yo, applying pressure on these devils with divine lectures. Student of Malachi, York, I am the rhyme center. I've been on it since 2000, I vibe better. Blue House, master third degree, it's life's nectar. I got that power of right knowledge, we call it second. They don't live it, they only talking right out their rectum. Pushing out that BS, talking and just pretending. These liars are gas, they frontin' in class. They hide behind signs and symbols and controlling the map. This ain't a game black from way back. You better change that, it's freedom in the music. They think I be the nuisance. They puppet master weak brothers and push them to confusion. These cowards claim they're leaders but misleading and abusing. Powers of the illusion, never live by the truth. And you call yourself elites, but I see you acting stupid. I'm standing up for real guard soldiers building a
Peace. Real quick, right? This is Dr. A and B, African man born. I'm sitting in my area where I do my podcast. All right, real quick. Y'all don't understand why us hip-hop artists, the real hip-hop artists, the real culture of the music do this. We don't do this just because, all right, let me tell you something. If we can make money doing this, we would, right? If we can go platinum, we would. We're not negating the want for success. But a lot of us like me that also understand and accept the fact that there is an agenda being pushed through the successful artists, the agenda to keep the real artists out of the success ring in the mainstream. That's something that we accept and we understand, and we still keep it moving. We just find other ways of doing what we love to do as artists. All right. So for a lot of y'all to come on and a lot of y'all say if you're like a certain age you can't do this, or you got to change up your style because nobody want to hear that. It's not that nobody wants to hear it, it's that you don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? So shut the fuck up and move out the way. You know what I'm saying? You can't say that nobody wants to hear it when I go to a show, at least. When I go to a show and people see me perform, other artists want to hear what I got to say, even if they're not even about that shit. Right? So again, shut the fuck up and move out the way. Because I guarantee you'll be the first one wanting to know how I remember my rhymes, because y'all can't remember your shit. For a lot of y'all that are young. And it's not a knock. I'm not knocking y'all. I'm teaching y'all. You don't like to be taught. I don't give a fuck. You're going to be taught when you listen to me, because you can turn the whole video off. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of this is foolishness. This is why they're calling you YNs. And I don't like to call you that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's actually an insult to be called a YN. A YN is a young nigga. Alright? You know what I mean? But you do the same shit to us. You call us the old nigga. You know what I'm saying? Stupid. There's a bunch of dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us artists that have been doing this for a while, we love doing it. That's why we do it. Now, if there's money involved, of course we're going to want to get the bag. But we're not going to fucking sacrifice our soul. We're not going to sacrifice our integrity. We're not going to sacrifice our life and our families to get the bag. What we're going to do is push a different way and sacrifice, you know what I'm saying, to make everything work, but not sacrifice lives and integrity and spirituality. No, we sacrifice time, you know what I'm saying, and put into this thing, sacrifice money, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Sacrifice scheduling to put into this so we can be successful the way we want to. You know what I mean? So a lot of y'all need to stop that shit, because a lot of the artists that you're talking about are better than the people you like anyway. And I'm not trying to shit on y'all, but like, you're not old enough to even talk. Especially like I'm watching videos where they're literally going to young individuals that don't know who certain artists are and asking, well, which era of hip hop is better? How are you gonna ask somebody that doesn't know shit which era of hip hop is better? That's like going to like in the era that I grew up in. Matter of fact, I can't even say it's a bad example. You know why? Because I listen to older music. You know what I mean? But like, let's just say my generation didn't listen to my mother's music or their grandmother's music and all that, right? And we only listened to rap. We only listened to, for me, I grew up, the earliest rap records I heard was in '83. which was Run DMC, Sugar Hill Gang, Curtis Blow. That's how old I go back, right? Now imagine if I didn't listen to James Brown and DeBarge and Barry White. And then I'm saying, which era of music is you asking me at 17 with the ignorance, or which era of music is better? This era, I'm gonna say the same shit. You know, oh yeah, exactly. Wu-Tang is better than fucking Barry White. First of all, you can't compare Wu-Tang to Barry White. You can't compare James Brown to fucking Rakim, right? You can't compare KRS-One, right, to Aretha Franklin. That's stupid. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing, even though it's hip hop. You can't compare Heavy D to fucking G Herbo, whoever the fuck his name is, right? You can't compare NBA YoungBoy to friggin' Nas, because it doesn't. Honestly, that version of hip hop is for y'all. All right, that's for them, because they've been cut off because of their parents. It is their parents' fault that they don't know that shit. It is not our fault because we get older, because you're getting older, but you're only 17, so you don't think getting older is a thing, right? But when you start turning older, you start to realize, right, that the shit you've been listening to, right, like, hopefully you start to expand yourself and start to find music that will enhance your growth. A lot of the music's not enhancing your growth. That's why you see a lot of 30-year-olds doing 20-year-old shit. That's why you see a lot of 40-year-olds doing 20-year-old shit. A lot of people are not even in tune with growing up, so they don't understand that they have to accept the fact that you can't get to everything that you want. You know what I mean? You can't, you know what I'm saying? And certain things, people don't have to agree, and then y'all want to take it out on people. You know what I mean? So understand that this era of music, I don't judge this era of music as much as I used to. But I can tell you right now, my message still stands on that. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Stop asking young folks who don't have a clue on who Erykah Badu is, which era of music is better, Erykah Badu or whoever the fuck is the R&B artist now, SZA or something like that. You can't compare a SZA to an Erykah Badu, and that's not even about skill level. Erykah Badu comes from a cloth that SZA would never reach. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying that because SZA has her own lane. You know what I'm saying? Ari Lennox has her own lane. You know what I'm saying? But they can't compare to somebody who sings over live instruments. A lot of those artists don't sing over live instruments. All right, Jill Scott sings over live instruments. Erykah Badu sings over live instruments. D'Angelo creates from live instruments and sings over them and does it well. You know what I'm saying? You can't compare a Prince to a fucking, who else is out there? I don't even know the names of these people. Thames or some shit like that. You can't compare that, because they're not to be compared. It's different eras for different people. And what your parents should have been doing was playing older shit when you was babies. My mother played her era of music, and she listened to everything from soul to calypso to reggae to Spanish music. You know what I'm saying? And then she played the hip hop she liked, which was Sugar Hill Gang. She liked the simplistic shit. That's what she used to like. You know, Run DMC, simplistic. LL, he had some simplistic hits. You know what I'm saying? Me, I was into more of the lyrics and shit. I want to hear what you're saying. So my era, I came up, honestly, I started listening to hip hop very young. I was 4 years old when I first heard my first hip hop song that I liked, which was Sucker M.Cs by Run DMC. Then I started listening to Slick Rick and Dougie Fresh. Then I started listening to LL Cool J. Then I started listening to Big Daddy Kane and KRS-One, Boogie Down Productions. Then I started listening to Poor Righteous Teachers. Started listening to Brand Nubians. My catalog goes back. You know what I'm saying? And I can tell you, I'm not ashamed of my age, because all you're doing is getting older. All these young dudes, you're old. You will be there soon, buddy. You know what I mean? You'll get there faster if you don't get killed being a fucking idiot. You know what I'm saying? And I don't wish that on nobody. If you don't get killed being an idiot, you're gonna get old. You know what happens when you don't die? You get old. You know what I'm saying? And who wants to die at fucking 25? Other than y'all. You know what I mean? Who wants to fucking get shot and be a fucking in a wheelchair at fucking 15? Y'all. But you're mad because we're old. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of us listen to our parents, man. My mother passed away last year, and everything that she did for me is the reason why I'm here at 45, almost 46. And I'm not ashamed of getting old. Matter of fact, I love getting old because I'm not in your category anymore. Cops don't look at me like they look at you. You know what I'm saying? And the way to beat that is to shape your mind and listen to things and do things that keep the gods away from the sight of the devil. If you vibrate on a certain frequency, the devil can't see you. The devil won't hear you. You know what I'm saying? The devil won't even speak your name because it's out of sight, out of mind, out of spirit, they're out of touch. They don't know why we are the gods. So, to close this video, y'all just need to listen and enjoy life and listen to the music, man. Stop judging it. Why you go into buying an album? I buy my favorite artist's album, then I want to critique it. For what? If I hear something really whack, of course I'm gonna critique it. But like I don't go and buy a CD or download a mixtape or some shit like that to look for problems. Y'all do that. Y'all do that shit in life. You know what I mean? You go to work. You want to start lunch right when you get to work. You go to freaking home, you have a problem with the fact that food is not cooked on the table or the house, you know what I'm saying? You go to freaking work out, you're too tired and you complain about being tired. You know what I mean? You eat too much, you feel like you're fat, well stop eating it. You know what I'm saying? You stink, you know what I'm saying? You felt like, you know what I mean, oh, I'm dirty. Don't complain about it, nigga, go in the damn shower then, you onion. You know what I'm saying? Like we complain about everything. You know what I'm saying? Nigga have a box of cereal and shit, full box of cereal and mad because, you know, they had too much sugar in it. Nigga, you bought it. The shit says Cocoa Puffs. The shit says fucking Captain Crunch. You know what I'm saying? You bought it. So, again, right? Everything that we do when it comes to music, enjoy the music if you actually enjoy it. Now, maybe, and this is a thought, maybe you don't enjoy the music because it's not good. Maybe you can't enjoy the music without critiquing it because you know that shit is probably whack. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're not in tune with that frequency, so you shouldn't be playing it. Think about that. With that being said, my name is Dr. A&B, African Man Born. I'm off this page. CIO, God is omnipresent. CIO, God is omnipresent. CIO, God is omnipresent. African Man Born, the doctor. CIO, God is omnipresent. Massachusetts veteran, superior intelligence, master as a rapper, MC and as a specialist. Your short-term memories don't recognize my excellence. Your Majesty, K-I-N-G, don't challenge me. Black Panther, heart-shaped herbs, enhance my mastery. Lyrically, my rhythm's on point. I stab the track to bleed. Attacking me, brother, you soft. You can scrap with me not one time or two times. I might hit you like 7 times. 2 more will make